What's up, Capricorn? Much love to all the subscribers. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Sean Shaw, and I'll be doing your reading for the first half of October 2021. Take what resonate, leave the rest. Just give me a minute to bring the energy in, and we'll get started. Thank you. We got the King of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we got the Three of Cups. We got the Ace of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we got the Knight of Swords. We got the Star. And we got the Eight of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we got Death. Overall energy, we got the Ten of Swords. So Capricorn, definitely Mercury retrograde energies and lessons coming up and being dealt with. Dealing with issues from the past, dealing with wounds that need to be fully healed from the past. Getting these swords out of you that you didn't even know that was there. So you can continue to upgrade your karma doing this type of work. Get rid of those restraints and those lessons and pains and wounds from the past, so that you can move forward into the life that you want for yourself and trying to manifest. And there's also an ending of any type of being in your head about any type of emotional settings with people, in relationships with people, whether it be romantically, platonically, family, whatever. This is a coming out of, because sometimes Capricorn, a shadow side of Capricorn is guilt through Saturn. So sometimes we feel sorry for maybe distancing, I can't even say the word, distancing ourselves from other people who really don't serve us and who really have depended on us in the past. So I see a lot of separation. A lot of my Capricorns are going through some separation from people, separating yourself from people, cutting a few people off, distancing. But this is saying you're, at first it might hurt, and retrograde might bring up some guilt about going your own way and separating yourself, but you will get out of this any type of mental anguish that will prevent you from staying in a situation that doesn't serve you, or staying served in a situation that doesn't serve you as well reciprocally. And this is also a major change of a major ego death, a major jump, as we see with this death right here. Another jump to the most authentic self, another jump to a deeper part of the soul and the intelligence and the personality of the soul, which the ego really tries to copy and become a real thing. But we always have to constantly keep that ego in check, because that ego is actually part of the soul, the higher self. It's just a personality and an archetype that we chose while we manifested down here to do this transformation work. So this is another conquering of the ego, another slaying of the ego to get to the real authentic you, which is absent of any type of fears and anxiety and worry and overthinking, all characteristics of fear. This is getting to a state to where another chunk of that is removed from the psyche. And any type of lower human traits and thoughts and habits that would keep you stuck and not moving forward in your transformation. And we got the King of Swords, so another a higher harnessing of the mind, a mastery of not only the whole mind, but more importantly in this aspect, the masculine half of the mind, the rational mind. You know, because a lot of times the rational mind, the intellect, does not connect with the wisdom of spirituality. So the King of Swords is a master of both, making them both merge together and work together, in making high-level decisions based on intellect as well as spiritual intuition, as we see with the angel giving him ever so slightful, ever so gentle guidance while he's holding a sword, which can also cut somebody's head off if he wanted to. So this is guidance about how to move forward, the decisions to make moving forward, how to get out of your own way, how to get out of your own head during this retrograde season. And also the severity of really how you display justice in your world. You know, as I said, a lot of y'all have separated yourselves from people who don't serve you, cut that connection off. And the King of Swords is really discernment with that. You know, you don't have to go harder than you should if you're say separating yourself or been battling somebody in the recent past or earlier this month. So this is that masculine wisdom to really know how much is enough and when enough is enough if you're going through any type of conflict with somebody. In major transformation of the mind state with these butterflies and crescent moons, again with the crescent moon symbolizing intuition on how to properly use the sword responsibly, how to use your power responsibly. And this is also the more intelligence moving forward as far as accomplishing everything that you're trying to create for yourself. This is you on top of your game, real sharp with this King of Swords. You know, about business, about getting things done, and keeping the mind clear, keeping the mind positive, keeping the mind strong, keeping the mind in a conquering mind state with this King of Swords, and not letting nobody infiltrate that. You see, we got the sword up. So this is a very discerning energy as well. But it's also an energy of wisdom. Because now when you interact with people, nobody will be able to get over on you. And at the same time, you can bless them with some good wisdom, a good conversation. Things like that. You know, the King of Swords is a real prestigious man. You know, he doesn't speak often. You know, he's not a man of much words, but when he talks, people listen. And this is male or female, not gender specific. And we got the Three of Cups. Again, the conversations that you'll have and the connections that you'll have with people in your life. They're going to get a lot of good energy from you. They're going to want to be around you as the King of Swords energy. Y'all are also making new alliances in the near future with this Three of Cups that more fits you, that more suits you. You know, who is worth connecting with in whatever type of endeavors that you got for yourself. People who got things going for themselves as well, or at least some goals that'll inspire you when y'all connect. You see what I'm saying? So y'all really playing off of each other's energy in a good way. And you also in co-creation with the universe, with the King of Swords, with again tapping into the both parts of the brain, both parts of the mind, and also the higher intuitive mind. So now the emotions, this Three of Cups, this is a water card. The emotions are flowing in divine thought as well. And those are two key aspects to manifestation. Feeling it with emotion and feeling that it is provided for by the higher mind, the infinite, the all. So this is major manifestation ability and energy right here with this King of Swords and Three of Cups. Consciously and subconsciously generating all the things that you want for yourself. And we got the Ace of Cups. Here's that opportunity coming in, this portal opening up for having new fertile land and soil in the mind state of valuable things, thoughts of value, thoughts of expansion coming up in the mind, thoughts of progression spawning in the mind. So you're stepping into a real opportunity to manifest all the things that you've been working for and new things. And again, this is also a golden mind state. This is a solidification and grounding under this new higher mind state. And again, this thing is infinite. We continuously transform down here as alchemists, as magicians, as spiritual beings having a human experience. So this is more prosperity in your human experience with this Ace of Pentacles. Something that can be potentially used to last you a while, to have some longevity, to have some comfortability. Then we got the Knight of Swords. So this is you getting your mind clear. Again, processing through this Mercury retrograde. I know I had a time with it. We're still in it. But at the same time, it's also been kind of fun too. So this is you going forward, not being afraid or discouraged by Mercury retrograde, any type of delays in your life, in your physical world or internal world. This is you moving forward on that trust and confidence in this new transformation, in this death that has been initiated through this Mercury retrograde and also Pluto is retrograde in Pluto is retrograde in Capricorn. So major internal transformation. So and this is you going with that flow with this Knight of Swords, getting clear on what's happening, on the extent of this transformation, getting your mind right, your head clear, slicing all illusions that might pop up, and breaking through all obstacles that might appear in your life, so you can make your way to your ultimate destination. And this is also moving forward with more confidence in communication in the throat chakra, more power in the throat chakra. Again, with this King of Swords, he's a wise man, a wise speaker. So again, a lot of spirit flowing through the throat chakra right now. And this is how you should move out into the world, you know. How you should introduce yourself to the world, like not going overboard with it, you know, just when the time comes, you know, and it's time to speak or whatever, make acquaintances, da 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 da. Being that King of Swords energy. Because it's a lot of focus right now with this King of Swords and this Knight of Swords and this Ace of Pentacles. It's a lot of emphasis on focus right now. And we got the Star. Continue to focus on your dreams, on your ultimate wish fulfillment. The pinnacle of what you want in life. Focus on that under this King of Swords energy. Always keep that generating in your mind. You're under divine guidance, again, with the higher mind, with the Star card, the Star of Aquarius. And we got some sight into the future with this ibis bird on the tree, symbolizing the Egyptian god Thoth, god of thought and wisdom. And basically nurturing your manifestations, long story short, with these two vases. Doing what you need to do in the physical world and the spiritual world, emoting that right energy and blending the two so it can manifest in your world. It's like she's creating this beautiful place behind her in the area that she's in through water bearing, through pouring out the right emotions and the right energy and the right frequencies to the universe, simultaneously creating more beauty in her world. You know, this is like a private, beautiful land of leisure. But it also looks like a mystical land as well. And leisure actually comes from, the root of leisure means learning. So this is a lot more learning with the King of Swords and the Star card. A lot more focus on learning more of the spiritual path. You know, the great work, the end goal in the first place. And all that is bringing into formation and crystallization your wish fulfillment, where you want to be and who you want to be in this world. And also move forward under this new Star energy. You know, move forward shining. Move forward coming from the heart and soul. So the universe can keep recognizing that energy and and you can keep funneling in that wish fulfillment energy, that Star energy. And we got death, like I said, huge transformation of the psyche, of the mind, of the emotions, of the soul. Really going into the depths of your underworld during this Mercury retrograde, and Pisces is retrograde, and Neptune is retrograde in Pisces as well. So going in your internal world, your spiritual world, your subconscious mind, your unconscious mind, separating illusion from what's real, conquering fears, and ultimately finding finding another part of your true power, you know. 'Cause like I said, this process is infinite. You know, this is you as this death figure. And we're also in what's called the Jason months. That's spelt with two J's. That's June, July, August, September, October, and November. The Jason months. And basically it is like a training ground for the winter solstice, the coldest and darkest part of the year and day of the year on that day of the winter solstice. So going through these Jason months is like some of y'all have encountered some maybe some even not literal ghosts, but ghosts from the past, you know, things that haunted you for a little while, you know, big things in your life that you needed to address and get over traumas of. Really doing that type of deep shadow work during this Jason season. You know, things can get scary in that Jason season. You know, a lot of dying off of the old self, facing the old self and dying it off. You actually killing the old self off. You walking as this Jason figure, walking as this death figure, and slaying the ghost of your past. You know, that holds Capricorn back a lot of times. Another shadow side of Capricorn is not being able to move on from the past like they should because of guilt and regret and what they could have did better, etc. I'm a Capricorn myself, if you didn't know, so I can say I go through that sometimes as well. But this is the slaying of those old versions of yourself as this Jason figure, as this death figure. And also going out to the rest of the world, slaying illusions or obstacles that seek to be in your way, but ultimately brought you to death, Daf. In Hebrew, death is actually the word Daf, and Daf actually means knowledge. So a lot of knowledge gained and wisdom gained and understanding gained from going through this death ritual with this Pluto in Pluto retrograde, Capricorn, Mercury retrograde in the mind, and also in the spiritual path, Neptune retrograde in Pisces. So really going back and shoring yourself up in all those areas and moving forward under more power and bringing change, transformation, death into your own life, but in a good way. You know, this is life after death. Now you're playing the Jason role and slaying the illusion of the world. You know, again, this is all figuratively, metaphysically. And we got the Eight of Swords. This is y'all getting out of y'all own way in y'all own head. Again, Commander-in-Chief with the King of Swords of your own mind and own thought processing. Not trying to do too much with this Eight of Swords. Some of y'all have accepted any type of delays during this Mercury retrograde and just going with it. You know, not being strung up about it, you know. Not feeling tied up about it. Just letting it all pass by. And using your intuition, when to move forward and where to go. You see we got this trail of water by her feet that she's standing over. And then if you've been going through any type of delays mentally, you know, maybe taking a step backwards and engaging in some type of habits or behaviors that don't serve you, this is you getting out of that as well, especially with the star. You know, divine inspiration and guidance and your higher self is going to pull you out of any type of stuck energy if you're still in it. And get your mind clear. Now we're about to clarify the King of Swords. We got the Lovers. And we got the Chariot. Like I said, with this King of Swords, you are blending your divine feminine mind and your divine masculine mind together. Feeling real natural in it, feeling real good in this energy. Making all the right decisions in this energy, especially as the King of Swords. Making decisions that further empower you and give you more strength and make you feel better about yourself. You see, they're both naked right here, symbolizing no shame. So really freeing yourself of any type of guilt or shame from the past that might be revisiting. Slashing away those illusions, those invisible cords to any type of emotional traumas that we had. Really developing a better and higher relationship with the self. And that's when you get divine protection or more divine protection, when you continuously merge yourself with yourself and the divine. And this is also you going out into the world with your values, being proud of who you are, what you stand for, what you've been through, and proud of the person that you're continuously becoming with this Lover's card. A lot of self-love, a lot of self-worth, really valuing yourself, especially with this Ace of Pentacles. Capricorn is now finding that everything that Capricorn needs is truly inside of themselves. I know that's an old cliche, but Capricorn, a lesson about Capricorn is inner resources. We are supposed to master inner resources as a Capricorn. That's one of Capricorn's highest lessons. Your inner resources are your most valuable assets, and when you learn how to tap into that and expand on that, that's when a lot of blessings come in. From really utilizing and tapping into the internal resources that are infinite, that is rich and infinite in abundance and always available to you. You just got to know how to tap into it and find it and use it. So the inner resources of just blooming into the most prosperous being that you can be with this Lovers. And all that type of mind state and thinking and energy is driving you toward exactly that you want to be with this Chariot, taking you right to your destination. Again, under divine guidance, under this canopy in the stars. More intuition as to where to go and how to go and when to move with these crescent moons. More transformation with the alchemical symbols on the tunic. Using the good with the white Sphinx and the bad with the black Sphinx. Experiences to both enable you and empower you to continue to move forward. Getting the emotions right. This is emotional intelligence. To not let emotions throw you off course. And let everything empower you and give you energy to keep pushing you forward. So yeah, with the Lovers, really finding your value and expanding on that. Like making your values, your armor with the 6, with Lovers, the number 6, and then moving forward. Continuously transforming and getting stronger in that same energy with the 7, the Chariot. Balance the new energy with the 6. Aligning with the new energy with the 6. And going forward and keep expanding on it. And keep growing spiritually with the 7. Bottom of the deck, we got the Hangman. So any type of lessons, Mercury retrograde lessons that y'all been going through, you just accepted it. Accepted the transformation, accepted going into the cocoon for a little bit, gaining the enlightenment, the knowledge, and the wisdom. Really going deeper in your spiritual path. As we see, we got the man with the blue shirt right here, symbolizing the emotions in the spirit realm. And also, in Capricorn, another lesson for Capricorn is learning to accept the things that we can't physically control. So with you doing so with your hands behind your back and then the legs crossed is actually symbolizing submission and also letting the soul continuously take over, to take the wheel, but also symbolizing that you giving yourself up like this and accepting a higher form of intuition and intelligence is really giving you more flexibility and wiggle room than you think it is. You know, if you always have control over yourself and your actions, then you always have some sort of control in your life. And you're seeing that play out as you continuously surrender to the process. See how things unfold on their own. Now we're about to clarify the Ace of Pentacles. We got the Six of Swords. So moving from tough times, sad times, melancholy, you know, thinking about the sadness from the past and wishing that you had some things from the past in the present right now. This is moving toward all newness, better things in your life, better connections, better jobs, better income, better spirits, a better state of mind, a better romantic partner, etc. Things are you're moving towards an upgrade in your life with this Ace of Pentacles and this Six of Swords. Things that will uplift any type of sadness. Again, we got this lady and this little kid right here kind of slouched over. You know, you can't see their faces, and she wrapped up in a blanket. So she's obviously sad, and they moving to a new place. For some of us, a place that we've never experienced before, especially financially. But this is financially and spiritually. You know, that's what Capricorn prioritize on, manifesting the highest in the material world and the spiritual world. Bottom of the deck, we got another six, the Six of Pentacles. So again, aligning to everything necessary to take you towards everything that you want to manifest for yourself. Being in that frequency, being in that harmony. And acceptance. Again, that Hangman was at the bottom of the deck last go around. That acceptance, not trying to force things and just letting the universe bring it to us. As we see with this man giving these pentacles to this guy right here. And again, some of y'all are coming into a nice money opportunity with this Six of Pentacles and this Ace of Pentacles. Something that'll get you moving, get your wheels going. Now we're about to clarify the Star in the Eight of Swords. We got the Page of Wands. So this is you getting out of your own head with this Eight of Swords. Any type of mental, what's the word I'm looking for? Mental courses that you had to go through, that you had to maneuver through during this retrograde. You getting out of that. And again, realizing your wish fulfillment is possible for you. And with this Page of Wands, you're taking on new energy about your wish fulfillment, feeling confident and optimistic about it, feeling that you have everything that it takes to make it happen for yourself. Again, more transformation with Death up top. With the Salamanders. So this is you really dreaming of a new day with everything with this Page of Wands, knowing that everything that you want is possible. As long as you stick to the spiritual path and keep transforming, keep going through Daf, keep slaying what isn't real, and bringing those negative thoughts to the light. Keep slaying it as that Jason figure. Keep bringing your negative thoughts to Daf, to knowledge, to what's real. Then we got Justice, to what you deserve. Keep slaying them thoughts. This is the air card. Keep aligning with the scales. Keep aligning your frequency and energy to everything that you want to have for yourself and everything in everything that you want to be as an individual. You know, you're in a new position of power right now. Again, a new mental mind state, a higher spiritual level, a transformation of the psyche. Again, letting more of the soul take over. And you're in your true power right now. So keep moving forward in this new energy, doing your karma with this Justice, driving out the ignorance, the darkness that was in you, and bringing in more light, more power, more wisdom. You know, doing your karma in that way and adjusting your behaviors, adjusting, just moving through the world just as a spiritual person and also a strong person. Being somebody that people can look after, look up to. So you're bringing in good karma and good energy. You have good causes, so the effects coming in are going to be good as well. Now we're about to pull some cards on your love life. If you're dealing with any type of legal cases, this is favorable. With this wish fulfillment coming out of this Eight of Swords. So keep the faith on that. Now we're about to pull some cards on your love life. We got separation. We got attraction. And we got this could be the one. Bottom of the deck, we got codependency. Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So for some of y'all, especially with this Ten of Swords, y'all have recently left a romantic connection, especially with Venus being in Scorpio. You know, there's been a few endings in relationships recently. But it's all part of the process. I know it's easier said to comprehend and to live with and be satisfied with now, especially if it's fresh. But it's all part of your transformation. Scorpio again, Death card. Any type of endings and pains and that triggered this transformation was necessary. You know, what more to trigger somebody to change other than triggered emotions? You know, I really feel like the emotions really trigger the most change in people's lives. And as we see in the spiritual path, that's definitely the case. A lot of people have been hurt emotionally to get them to spirituality. You know, that was their starting point. So whatever, any type of separation that you're going through, just know it's for your own transformation. Know that that connection has expired. It did what it was supposed to do to catapult you to this point. Now it's time to bring in the person that's truly for you, that truly deserves you. And we got attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. You're already attractive right now. Capricorn are attractive people, naturally. But under this new energy, you know, it's like you're triple attractive. Confidence in your spirituality, confidence in your mission, your purpose, everything that you're doing. That breeds more attraction and good energy. And again, when you're in that good energy, people are naturally, they naturally gravitate towards you. So just keep enjoying your life, keep advancing, stay focused, have fun. Another thing about Capricorn is climbing the mountain, aka the stairway to heaven, to higher consciousness, getting through obstacles to do so, but also so you can manifest heaven on earth. But also, it's to have that heaven on earth already inside of you, inside the mind and soul and heart first. So you can have an easier time making it manifest in your physical world. So once you have that heaven on earth, that nirvana energy already inside of you, despite what your physical circumstances look like, you'll be creating more attractive energy, magnetizing more good things for you that match with heaven on earth. You see what I'm saying? And it's the same thing that translates into your love life. So keep being an attractive being. And stay on your path. You ain't got to do nothing different. Just enjoy it. That's the only thing that you need to do a little bit different. Have more fun and enjoy it more. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So for some of y'all, like I said, sometimes the spiritual path is what brings people into a deeper spiritual journey. It's the trigger that gets them deeper onto that. This could be you. Some of y'all could be soulmates. Some of y'all could be some type of twin flame. And y'all know that already. So for some of y'all with the separation, it is temporary, but it was necessary. So both of y'all can do y'all transformation and get to know y'all selves better if you a twin flame or soulmate. And also, this could be the one. The one is you. You know, you had to die of prior ignorance to go into dark knowledge to understand that and find that. And have that love for yourself. And appreciation for yourself. So once you find that, you will attract that partner that matches that frequency. And we got codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. I ain't gonna lie, another shadow side of Capricorn can be codependency and addictions. You know, whether it be substance abuse, too much substance. I ain't gonna sit up here and act like I don't indulge. Whether it be to a person, sex, a way of life with a person, etc. Always needing communication. I'm not saying that communication is bad, but needing excessive communication, things like that. Sometimes Capricorn can deal with those things, you know, especially being the devil, being part of our energy, addictions, you know, things that make us feel like we're in a comfort zone. And a lot of these connections that we experience with people trigger that need, that codependent need, when they take it away or something blows up, when the situation happens. So I say all of us have learned in that way, in some sort of way. But you going through this transformation is really healing any type of codependent behaviors that you might have about yourself, even if you didn't even think it was such. You know, any type of little thing as well, you know, to continuously make you whole. So now you won't be coming at love in a lack energy from the jump. Now we're about to clarify separation. We got the Seven of Pentacles. So like I said, some of y'all are soulmates and twin flames. This separation will only be temporary with this Seven of Pentacles. You know, just continue to do y'all spiritual work on your individual journey, and it'll all pay off for you. And for others, this separation was happening. It's been in the works. Some of y'all really tried to make something work with somebody, adjust things, really took a step back and even looked at yourself. But by doing that, you really, for some of y'all who that resonates with, you really undermined yourself. You know, it wasn't enough pentacles coming your way in the connection. And you really spent too much time in it, and eventually just corroded. However, it corroded, but very necessary for you to move forward, taking the next step in your spiritual journey. And we got justice again. So this was bound to happen. This separation was bound to happen. And for others of y'all, this separation was again bound to happen, but to trigger you to a deeper spiritual understanding and way of life. A different, a higher spiritual space to really get your attention. But you will be compensated for all the work that you've been putting in, all the work that you've always put in as Capricorn and towards other people. Because Capricorns, they really make sure their partner is all the way good when they are committed. So you will be compensated for somebody who matches that with this justice. And again, some of these meetups were meant to happen, divinely meant to happen, to put you on the right path, or to show you that you are a soulmate or a twin flame with this justice. This is karmic, divine law. Now we're about to clarify attraction. One more thing with this justice. It's also saying these past connections and these separations were showing to you what you need to adjust about yourself, how you need to reform in your own self. Where do you lack at? Now we're about to clarify attraction. We got strength reverse. So like I said, Capricorn is about inner resources. Previously, y'all might not have had it in you to really see your true value. You see this woman right here, she not worried about nothing else but her immediate life, herself and her experience with this flower right here, with these flowers. She's enjoying her life in her own company, in her own world. So especially with this codependency right here, some of us previously did not have the strength to dig in deep and find that inner love within ourselves and magnetize it through energy instead of going for it on the physical, doing something physical to make something stay together or to bring something in or make something happen. That's the wrong type of strength that we've been using with this strength in reverse. That's using of the ego, of the base self, of the human self. This is stating that we was using the wrong resources, the wrong strength to attract love into our lives. So now it's all about the internal world and the spiritual and the higher self. Bottom of the deck, we got the Queen of Wands. Yeah, self-worth, self-love, self-empowerment, independence, opposite of codependence. The Queen of Wands is everything opposite of codependency. She's still a people person, but she also got her own time and her own world and her own thoughts with this black cat right here. She goes into dark. She goes into the darkness. And she stands for what she believes in. So if somebody goes against her intentions and her will is going to bring that other person into dark. Go past the ego, destroy the ego, take them into real knowledge of what's real and who she really is. And let people know, walking in that royal regal energy. Independent, but also loving. Speaks enough, not a real motor mouth, but can be the life of the party at the same time. A lot of time Capricorn misses that attribute without a work that Capricorn does put in. Now we're about to clarify, this could be the one. We got the Chariot. We got the Six of Wands. And we got the Magician. So with this Chariot, it's all under divine guidance about finding the one. The spiritual path taking you to the one. Going through all the emotions to get you in position to have the one. And again, this is saying for my soulmates and twin flame Capricorns that y'all will make y'all way back to each other with this Chariot. Go through all the transformation, all the lessons. I'm not saying win at all, having the emotional intelligence and courage to move forward by yourself if you're going through a soul separation and a soulmate connection, a twin flame connection. And we got the Six of Wands, symbolizing victory in your love life, in your soulmate connection, your twin flame connection, victory in bringing in, attracting this ideal partnership for yourself, for my single Capricorns. Yeah, just encourage moving forward. And you're not going to get all, you're going to be appreciative once you bring this person in, but you're still going to remain focused, still going to have your passions about yourself, still going to remain focused on the things that you love and what you got going for yourself. Again, the opposite of codependency. Then we got the Magician, so you have everything necessary, all the confidence and purity of heart to make an ideal love situation manifest for yourself. You know, just remember with this infinity crown, with this infinity sign hovering above the crown chakra, the universe and spirit and the cosmos is vastly infinite. So there's nothing that you can't make happen for yourself, especially, believe it or not, any type of love situation that you want for yourself, any type of romantic partnership that you want for yourself. You have everything you need. Again, tap into the inner resources of Capricorn and make it happen for yourself. Put these different skills to work in that manager position as Capricorn. You know, put all your attributes together, your magic skills together to make it pop off for you. Bottom of the deck, we got the Two of Pentacles. So for some of my Capricorns, y'all will be having a couple options. And this is also saying you gotta be sound and steady in this energy, this Chariot, this Six of Wands, and this Magician. Can't be moving back and forth like that. If you do, it's okay. Just realign and stay solid like these Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Don't let your emotions throw you in a loop. You know, when it comes to this love thing, you know, when it'll happen, only time will tell, only divine timing will tell. So don't let any type of immediate and instant gratification throw you off of whack and throw you out your power. Now we're about to conclude your reading with some messages and guidance from Spirit. Oh yeah. It's a little bit too many. We got a child's love. Bottom of the deck, we got trust. A child's love, the love between a parent and child, is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. So really what this is saying, Capricorn, if you got children, of course, spend a little bit more time with them, do something special with them at this time. It'll make you feel better. It'll raise the spirits of both of y'all and the energy in the home. But also this is saying you got to be as a child in this spiritual path. Or you might have heard that saying before. You got to keep exploring, keep things fresh, keep things new, do something spontaneous sometimes in the spiritual path. Dive into something different. And also just to have and continue to remember to have fun in your life while going through the spiritual path. Downtime and recreational things. It is very necessary on this path, especially for Capricorn, because you don't want to turn into Ebenezer Scrooge, with all this work and all this focus. That is a story of Capricorn, Ebenezer Scrooge. With this trust card, it's saying while your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more. And with this trust card, all green, and the compass on the heart, you got to have, going back to the Ebenezer Scrooge thing, you got to have some type of love in your heart to even have a meaningful existence, especially being down here doing all this work. So continue to trust the soul. The last reading I did for y'all was the soul is fired up. Let it take the reins for total success. This is saying the same thing with this trust card. Follow the heart and the soul. Trust any type of new experiences that you're going through. Trust any type of new feelings that you're going through, and continue to go to those new waters. Continue to step outside the box, even if it look unfamiliar, because that's where everything is at. That's where the real transformation happens at. So just trust that you're protected and guided, and trust that your soul and your heart will take you and lead you to everything that you need to do and take action on to manifest your ultimate goal or goals. So that concludes your reading, Capricorn. If it resonated with you, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you need your own personal reading from me, my contact info will be in the description box. Until next time, Capricorn.